What's up, Bison Nation? Welcome back to another exciting edition of Ballin with Bison, brought to you by Spotlight Network and WHUT. I'm Skylar Nelson.
And I'm Amani Clark-Bey. We've got a jam-packed segment here for you today. From the court to the field, the action is heating up for our Bison, and some big-time sports moments happening right now. Let's dive right into it.
That's right, Amani. We're talking Howard Hoops, the Washington Commanders making history, and a new 3v3 league that's taking the basketball world by storm. It's going to be a good one, folks.
Let's start things off with Howard men's and women's basketball. Skylar, it's been a season of highs and lows for our Bison, but there's been some stand-up performances, right?
Absolutely. Starting with the men's team, they're 8-11 overall, but riding high at 3-0 in the MEAC conference and ranked number 1 in the conference. But they've hit a bit of a rough patch, dropping their last 2 games to D2 HBCUs, Bowie State and Morehouse College.
Yeah, that loss to Morehouse on Martin Luther King Day was tough, especially with only 8 players active due to injuries. But here's the silver lining. Senior guard Bryce Harris, who's been out since November with a foot ankle injury, was honored for his incredible career milestone of 1,000 points and 500 rebounds. What a leader.
Such a big moment for Harris. And then there's freshman guard Blake Harper. This kid is ballin'. From DC himself, Blake has been on fire, earning MEAC Rookie of the Week 11 times in a row. Not only that, he made history by becoming the first freshman of this century to score a 30-point triple-double.
30 points, 13 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on. That's a performance for the ages. And senior Marcus Dockery is another key player. He dropped 28 points and grabbed 6 rebounds against Morehouse. You know he's always ready to step up.
Totally, Amani. They're going to need that leadership as they face off against Norfolk State tomorrow. The Spartans have been a real challenge for Howard, winning 2 out of the last 3 matchups, but Howard got the upper hand in last year's MEAC tournament, taking it 80-74.
This game is going to be huge. The Bison take on Norfolk State at 12:30 p.m. tomorrow, live on ESPNU. The Spartans are ranked number 2 in the MEAC, so this one's going to be a test.
Switching gears to the women's team, they're 10-8 overall and off to a hot start in the MEAC at 3-0, sitting just behind Norfolk State, who's 4-0. And let me tell you, these ladies have been on fire this season.
Freshman guard Sanaya King is absolutely killing it. And then there was Destiny Howe. Remember her? She's tore her ACL last season, but she's back this year as leading scorer, averaging 15 points a game, and she's really finding her rhythm again.
Coach Ty Grace has done an amazing job turning this team around. I mean, last year they were struggling after losing Howell before the season even started. But now they're 10-8 and looking like one of the top teams in the MEAC.
That's right, Skylar. They'll face off against Norfolk State tomorrow, 3:30 p.m. on ESPN+. What a turnaround from last year's struggles. We're definitely excited to see what these ladies can do.
Yeah, it's a big matchup for both teams. We'll be watching closely, but now let's shift to some pro action.
Let's talk about the Washington Commanders, shall we? Skylar, can you believe it? The Commanders are in the NFC Championship for the first time since 1991. They're making some serious noise this year.
Absolutely. This past weekend, they shocked the Detroit Lions 45-31 in a game that will go down in the history books. It was their first ever playoff win in Detroit, and they did it in a spectacular fashion.
Ryan Robinson Jr. was a beast in that game, just bulldozing through Detroit's defense, rushing for 2 touchdowns. And let's not forget about Donnie Brown. 6 receptions for 98 yards. Before the game, Lions wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown was taking a big game, but it was Brown who led the team in receiving with a huge performance.
And then there's the rookie sensation himself, quarterback Jaden Daniels. What a debut season. He was 22 of 31 for passes for 299 yards, 2 touchdowns, and even chipped in with 51 rushing yards. He's making a case for being the best rookie quarterback of all time.
Don't forget about the defense. Linebacker Bobby Wagner has been a leader on the side of the ball too. He's been racking up tackles all season long, and now he's pursuing his MBA at Howard University. Talk about a double threat.
The Commanders are firing on all cylinders right now, and with a showdown against the Eagles coming up, this team has the chance to make history. If they make it to the Super Bowl, Jaden Daniels will be the first rookie quarterback ever to do it.
And that game is going to be a thriller, Skylar. The NFC Championship against the Eagles is this Sunday, January 26th. DC is buzzing right now, and you can feel the energy at rallies all over the city. It's Commanders fever.
Get ready, Bison Nation. It's about to get real in DC this weekend.
Now, let's talk about something that's been on the rise. women's basketball. The WNBA made history in 2024 with record-breaking viewership, and the league is looking stronger than ever.
Exactly, Amani. The WNBA's 2024 season had the highest average viewership of over 1 million viewers per game. And let's not forget the top 7 most watched games in the league history happened just last season.
That's a massive jump. And it just shows how much the sport is growing. Players like A'ja Wilson, Brianna Stewart, and Caitlin Clark have been shining bright, and they're showing the world what women's basketball is all about.
And speaking of rising stars, a new 3v3 league called Unrivaled is taking the game to the next level. It's been launched by WNBA stars Brianna Stewart and Nafiza Collier, and it's all about player development and innovation.
Unrivaled is all about the fast-paced, short-court basketball with a unique scoring system. It's already kicked off an inaugural season on January 17th, 2025. And you can watch it on TNT, True TV, YouTube, and Hulu TV. But here's the thing. Some big names, A'ja Wilson, Caitlin Clark, opted out of playing this season, prioritizing the rest.
I mean, it's a smart move on their part. You can't blame them for wanting to stay fresh for the WNBA season. But with players like Skylar Diggins-Smith saying the league is all about balling out and getting paid, you can see how much potential there is for the future.
Definitely, Skylar. Unrivaled is creating a whole new platform for women's basketball. As more players get involved, it's only going to grow.
That's a wrap for today's Ballin' with Bison. From Howard Hoops to the Washington Commanders and the future of women's basketball, the action is just heating up.
Be sure to tune in next time for more Bison updates and sports highlights. Until then, stay ballin'. Bison Nation.